What was the first roguelike game you encountered? Maybe you were interested in getting up after you died to start over. Or maybe the game was so troublesome that you didn't want to play it anymore. In any case, the roguelike genre has gained immense popularity among gamers in recent years. There are so many games to choose from that it can be hard to find one that you really like. So today, I'm going to tell you about 15 best roguelike games on PS5 to make it easy for you. Children of Morta revolves around the Bergson family, who have guarded Mount Morta for generations. Now the heroes have to face the most dangerous enemy in many years, a corruption that seems to turn animals into demons and causes various monsters to fight for it. Children of Morta explores the theme of family relationships through the prism of role-playing games. While Grandma Margaret solves the mysteries of the origins of corruption and the blacksmith grandfather is engaged in upgrades, the head of the family with his children and nephew are engaged in reconnaissance, combat, and cleaning up corruption at near and far frontiers. Children of Morta may scare you with its pixelated graphics, but the game will definitely please you with its high-quality gameplay and high replayability. Returnal is a roguelike third-person shooter and psychological horror game. I think this is one of the best roguelike games on PS5. Returnal, developed by Housemarque, offers a gritty exploration of an unknown planet, where its roguelike elements are part of the game's narrative. Celine is the protagonist of Returnal. She is a Greek-American deep space scout working for Astra. During the mission, she defies orders and follows a mysterious signal codenamed White Shadow that causes her to crash land on the planet Atropos. Celine realizes that she is stuck in a loop. If she dies, she simply wakes up where she started her journey, at the site of her crashed ship. To solve the mystery of the loop, she has to move around the planet, uncovering its secrets along the way. I hope she finds a way to break the loop and maybe return home. Spelunky 2 is the sequel to the famous roguelike platformer where you have to explore dungeons full of dangers and traps. Thanks to the random generation of levels, each run will be unique. The fun visual style compensates for the game's high difficulty and inevitable defeat. The game is available for co-op play, and traveling together is much more fun than solo, but do not forget that your partners may die due to your careless actions. Nuclear Throne is a post-apocalyptic roguelike similar to Spelunky. Fight and shoot as you make your way through the wasteland that is the setting of the game. You will also have to collect power-ups along the way, which boost the effectiveness of your weapons and the health of your warriors. Be careful, clicking the default menu option that appears on the screen when you pause the game takes you back to the main menu, completely clearing your progress. Few roguelikes on PS4 and PS5 exude as much personality as Hades. You play as the god Zagreus, the son of the ancient Greek god Hades, who wants to get to Mount Olympus. He has a dangerous journey through the underworld kingdom of the dead, in which he is waiting for a variety of enemies. It's never the same experience twice. Each time you play, you'll combine the divine might of various Olympian gods with your own in new ways and brave a wide variety of different challenges. Like all the best roguelike games on PS4 and PS5, Hades features a strong permanent upgrade system. Keep playing and you'll unlock new weapons and ability upgrades for Zagreus. However, it is the buffs and items you find in each run that will make you stronger or break you. Get the right combination and you will easily fly through hell. You can play for dozens, if not hundreds, of hours and still discover new character builds and story events. Some describe Deathloop as a 1960s detective spy thriller, while others describe it as a temporal murder box with a dash of techno-arctic wonder. Take on the role of Colt as you search for a way to put an end to a time loop trapping Black Reef while being hunted by the island's inhabitants. Use powerful weapons and abilities to take out 8 key targets across the stunning and chaotic island before the day resets. Lurking in the shadows is rival assassin Juliana, whose sole mission is to take Colt out and keep the loop going. Learn from each cycle and try new paths and approaches to break the loop once and for all. Invisible is a turn-based strategy game with roguelike elements that takes place in the last years of the 21st century. Take on the role of a remote operator running a private spy agency that has been attacked by international corporations. You must send agents on undercover operations for resources and support in order to move the agency's computer system to a safe haven in a limited amount of time. Stealth, precision, and teamwork are key in high-stakes, super lucrative missions where every step can cost agents their lives. You only have 72 hours. If you like roguelikes or Mega Man, 20XX is for you. 20XX is a 2D co-op platformer with good graphics and procedurally generated locations. Jump and shoot through ever-changing levels, collect amazing new powers, and fight mighty bosses, perhaps in the name of saving humanity. Each time you play 20XX, the stages you play through will be brand new. The project is a classic roguelike, where the main emphasis is on perky jumps into the abyss, killing against walls, and getting stuck in various mechanisms. Each 20XX playthrough is a self-contained life. Death sends you back to HQ, where you can buy powerful upgrades for future runs. In this case, the clue lies in the name of the game. With a title like Roguebook, you can't expect anything less than one of the best roguelike games on PS4 and PS5. And you can't go wrong. This card-based RPG is hard to put down once you get the hang of it. Taking inspiration from games like Slay the Spire, Roguebook ups the ante by pairing heroes and adding a world exploration system. You will explore the map, revealing it with the help of ink, and as more are unlocked, you'll unlock new battles, events, and treasures. If you die, the game is over, of course. But as the game progresses, you'll unlock new cards and abilities to make it a little easier next time. Curse of the Dead Gods is a furious isometric action game that takes you into an endless labyrinth inside a cursed temple filled with deadly traps, creepy monsters, untold riches, and stunning revelations. The curse has an unusual mechanic. With each step, the effect of the curse increases, but you can use it to your advantage and get useful bonuses. However, do not forget that the curse is a danger not only to your enemies but also to you. Atomic Crops is a farm simulation game that can be called one of a kind when it comes to the best roguelike games on PS5. Your character inherited the farm from his late uncle, and now he must manage it without any experience. It sounds trite, but the twist comes when the character finds a bomb shelter near a barn, and an atomic bomb destroys all life in the area. You have to cultivate the now toxic land, no matter what, with the help of friendly mutants who have also survived the explosion. Enter the Gungeon is a fun twin-stick bullet hell style roguelike shooter, but perhaps the best thing about it is the song from the trailer. You will surely enjoy shooting crazy guns and disrupting the unpredictable plans of your enemies. However, in roguelike's truest fashion, barely anything carries over between each new run. The only way to get better is to literally get real experience. Neon Abyss is a side-scrolling platformer filled with soul and a lot of challenge that's hard to put down once you get into it. Playing as one of several available heroes, you have to defeat a number of so-called managers, but in order to defeat them, you will have to go through increasingly difficult dungeons, killing many strange and wonderful enemies along the way. Neon Abyss feels like a bullet hell game at times and can get very hectic. You have to be fast to avoid enemy attacks, or just make sure your attack hits them first. As you play, you'll level up your weapons, find new guns, and pick up many modifiers to change your skills and give you perks. Darkest Dungeon is a popular turn-based RPG with a dark atmosphere, beautiful visuals, and hardcore gameplay where the mental health of the characters you control plays an important role. Having gathered a squad of adventurers, you will go to the dungeons in search of riches. But remember, each of your wards has bad weaknesses and habits. What they see in the spooky corridors might make them go crazy or throw themselves at their partners. This makes the game more difficult, but also more unpredictable, motivating you to return to its changing world again and again. In Star Renegades, you control a team of intergalactic space soldiers who must destroy armies across the galaxy. All soldiers in your team have their strengths and weaknesses. You must use them as efficiently as possible to complete your mission. There are tons of possible actions and attack options in this turn-based RPG. You must keep as many soldiers alive as you can, as you will need them to fight with a new enemy squad waiting for you every time you reach a new segment of the map. If you have your own list of the best roguelike games on PS5, feel free to leave any comments here. If you liked this video, share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel.